Hello everyone, and me in the future post edits, edit that 5 second countdown. It is I back again with all the podcasts for your lovely mouths, like it was a dick going in your mother's. Wait, what was going there? Nevertheless, it's me, BashTheOutcast, here with the podcast, episode 7, lucky number 7 of season 1, and we got the man, the myth, the legend, the flame that never goes away because he cannot be drowned by the water. This man's not hot all the time. We got Flame.
What's good, y'all?
We got him and his group, which I can never say because I am so retarded. They call me the slow bus. Nevertheless,
Pretty much, like just called, FAW. You said I did. It's called the FUAW.
Yeah.
That's my catchphrase when I say it all the time.
Yeah, so we got some lovely stories to tell to your faces. This is a Valentine's Day special kind of podcast. So I picked Flame for this specific one and not a lady because one, do I look like the type of person that has any female interaction? Come on, you watch my fucking channel. Two, Flame has some lovely stories I'm going to bring up this podcast because I am a dick and I am not a good friend at all when it comes to camera stuff because I am hungry for them views. No, it's just character talking. But anyway, before we start with the Uganda Knuckles, not seriously. Before we start with the news articles and whatnot and the what things and the what's, we're gonna ask the man here, Flame, how he got started with YouTube, what his name is, and whatever. You know, the classical, boring store facts that you usually skip over so you can see the shock and awe of what I got from the news. Because we possibly have some kids getting fucked in the ass. Who knows? We're not 15 minutes into the fucking podcast. We're only 2 minutes into the podcast. So with that being said, Flame, the floor is yours to tell everybody here how you got started and where your name comes from and all that. And for the love of God, do not keep saying in this whole damn thing, you know what you said, like I said, because I swear I will cut myself tonight if you keep saying that. Go ahead.
I'm gonna keep saying it. To cut yourself. I'll just decide how I started. Well, guys, your boy started in high school when I was, I think I was in 9th grade. Before, it's a fun fact for you guys.
This is before he grew hair on his balls, by the way.
Yep. It's a fun fact, guys. I started on Facebook uploading videos as the name CBBest45. And Lord Jesus, my shit was trash. You look at my old channel, they was garbage.
Wait, hold up. Sorry for interrupting again, but you're saying it's trash. Are you talking about your content now or before? Because I'm getting confused here.
Not before. Before I came.
I thought you was talking about now. Okay, continue.
Boy, I told him, you see my old channel, you'd be like, this dude, oh my God, you trash. But this story, like I said, like back in high school, I was going through a lot of fucked up shit in my life, personal shit. I even told Bash Bike, Bash is one of my closest people I know.
Even though I'm a complete dickhead sometimes.
See, this is about me and Bash. Me and Bash have fucked up humor. Our humor is kind of like fucked up.
By the way, you can say, oh yeah, I should probably mention this. You can say whatever you want, Flame. This is a quote-unquote safe space, and now I want to kill myself. And you can say all the nasty words and all the fucked up shit. You can say whatever you want, and you will not be judged. Unless it's some pedophile or incest stuff, then, that's on you, buddy boy. Continue.
Anyway, so back to the origin of me. So high school, I think I was going through a lot of, fucked up shit in my life, personal, I found, and another thing I don't know, a big dream is always be UFC fighter. I had a dream to be MMA fighter, but I had to give it up because I have seizures, so your boy can't box.
Also, he's fat.
Okay, goddamn it, I'm not that fat. Okay, I'm trying.
You're Flame as a friend. All character breaking aside, me being serious, this is me right here. This isn't Bash. This is Shy Wan. This is the first time I've ever said my name on a video. This is Shy Wan speaking to you right now, Flame. You're fat, and it's okay if you're fat.
Okay.
All, just don't be like Eric Cartman, being I'm not. I have big bones.
I put on some pounds, like I said, but I haven't
put on some.
Okay, first of all, I have muscle. You goddamn say you goddamn school. Muscle adds more weight because muscle is fat. Add more muscle mass. So Yeah.
Just keep
Like,
going. Just keep
I
going.
was like, so I put on something like say like, and then I think what really did it for me with my relationship. I told Baz about this. My relationship really did it because it really fucked me up. So
We're gonna
I told
bring that up on the
myself,
podcast midway through, by the way. So
yeah. So like, so I was going through a lot of shit. I told myself, you know what? Because like, my anger was fucked up. Like I just get mad at simple shit. And my brother told me, hey man, you gotta find something. You know, people was talking to me, hey, Chloe, you gotta find something to put your anger. You can't be snapping at people. So you know what? I found you. You know what? I'm gonna go back to YouTube again. And at first, I was named. I think it was called Flame Star Disc or some shit. If you watch Richard's old Q&A, you'll see my name in one of his videos. And then I came with name Cable because you know X-Men. Cable's my favorite X-Men character. Hey, fuck y'all. So yeah, so Jay, I don't know why Jay, just random. And Flame because like I don't know, the name just really it spoke to me. It's like I don't know, it's kind of like being wild. It's like I was when I upload videos like my mind just like goes to a different place. It's like I go into like a different part of my brain. Like I'm just free. That's what it stands for my name. To just be free. So yes, that's the origin of how I came on R.
also we should probably bring up that this man here, he has 50 something subscribers, right?
Mm.
He helped one of his subscribers with his channel, and his subscriber has more subscribers than him. So basically, he fucking cockblocked himself and got less than subscribers than someone who was
I'm not
watching
kind
his
of like
content.
myself.
He always cockblocked himself, and that's why he's on
Man,
the podcast for this month, because
let
it's
me
going to
fucking
be
talk,
Valentine's
goddammit.
Day. And
You're a
what
DJ
better
now.
what better to have a podcast with two cuck boys right here? Isn't that right, Flame? Actually,
Boys.
no, we can't say two cuck boys because I haven't been cucked as much as you have. I've only been cucked like 3 times. It seems like you get cucked every day of your goddamn life.
No, I
But
don't.
I
Okay.
digress, because we got
Maybe the
some.
one time I got clipped.
No,
Maybe one
no,
time.
Flame. When we get in midway through this podcast, we're gonna talk about the stories, and it's not gonna be fun for you, and you know it's not gonna be fun for you.
I don't care. I
But
don't
we
know.
do it for the views, cause we hungry for them views. So, nevertheless, we're gonna go into these news stories. I got like what?
Let's get it.
We got like 10, which is like the most I've ever had for a podcast. They're all news stories from last month. So if they're not up to date like they've been previously, eat shit and then lick the crust out of my fucking dainty little crust hole. Anyway, I haven't linked. Unlike my last guest, I haven't linked Flame any of the news articles, so he's just gonna listen to me read the title and the stuff. He's not gonna be following along with me on the website, cause his computer is just as shit as mine.
Mm-hmm.
Nevertheless, let's get it started. Most of the stuff I have is from New York, because I am from New York. If anyone wants to come and, send me presents, or any girls that actually like my content wants to, hook up or whatever. But, let's get this thing started. Hold up.
Let's get it.
Okay, there we go. I didn't throw up there.
5
5-year-old Bronx boy parent left him home alone for a night in feces-stained apartment. We're already coming in this podcast shit face first. Anyway, you ready?
Mm-hmm.
he did not. Yeah, that did not sound like a wedding noise. That sounded like a concerned noise. The flies and the neighbors were still. Okay, that was clever. That was clever. New York Daily News. The flies and the neighbors were still buzzing. Saturday, after a 5-year-old boy was abandoned all night by his parents inside their vermin-ridden apartment, a Bronx apartment. Mom, I won't say names here, because I'm not that much of a dickhead. I will say Mr. and Mrs. Lewis, both 10 years apart from each other, one's 49 and one's 59, were arrested for leaving their child home alone. The movie. The documentary, the TV series, except for cockroaches, flies, and rats.
Ew.
A couple of times they would leave the door open, and I always told my boyfriend, "Oh, that house is kind of disgusting," says lady who lives next door, 27-year-old. Well, you're like half their age, of course you would think it's disgusting. You don't know how old people work. No, I'm joking. One day, after a FedEx delivery man discovered the lonely boy, the Kingsbridge Avenue apartment, in addition to living Living critters featured feces splattered across the walls when crops. No, they're not crops, they're cops. Arrived on the scene Friday morning. The stench of decay wafted from the apartment Saturday when a squadron of flies remained visible through a hole left in the front door where the knob was missing.
Ugh.
I couldn't imagine that at all, she said, the neighbor. About the vile conditions inside the home, it was pretty disgusting. On the top of the purging state of the resident, there was no food inside the refrigerator. The parents were arraigned in Bronx criminal court Saturday night on endangerment charges. Why the fuck is this so long? Prosecutors said 3 out of 4 children recently had scabies, and the little boy left alone had bugs on his body and in his coat. This is not a case of poverty, but served child abuse and negligence, said Assistant District Attorney Nick Loetti, which is, I don't know how to say the last name. I'm sorry if I butchered it. You can eat a dick. There was combined of live and dead rodents in the home and significant blood smear in the apartment, particularly in the bathroom and on the toilet. So I'll talk about that after I finish. The boy told police that he saw his parents on Thursday night, cops said. Authorities found his mother at the medical center where she works as a nurse. Prosecutors said that she is enrolled in master's program at New York University. The boy's father is a technician for the MTA service. The couple had 3 other kids, a 12-year-old, a 13-year-old, and a 15-year-old boy. A 12-year-old girl, a 13-year-old girl, and a 15-year-old boy. Although none were at the home when police arrived, all 4 kids are at Montfort for observation. Prosecutors say bail for the parents is set for $15,000. Pinky to the lip. And that's it. That's all she wrote. There is a picture here that shows like a bit of the house and the kitchen. Flame, I'm gonna send this to you, this picture, so you have a general idea of what I just read.
I have so many questions about that fucking.
I mean, don't we all have questions? But just wait a second. As soon as my computer decides to, be a functioning member of society. Okay, there we go. I can send it. Tell me how you feel about that picture.
Oh hell! What the fuck? Y'all ever heard of a damn broom?
Okay, so before I get started, man. I'm gonna let Flame go first. So
Jesus, have you ever heard of a goddamn broom?
That's the kitchen.
Babysitter?
And remember, there was blood stains in the bathroom, on the toilet, and on the walls. So.
What the fuck? Was dude fucking sick on a fucking cycle? Just fucking her?
I don't have no idea, man.
Yeah.
So you go first, and I'll go, and then I'll do
See,
my
people.
thing.
This is why I said people need to be validated before they have fucking kids. There needs to be a fucking law. If your brain have a goddamn peanut, you should not have kids. There should be a fucking law. I swear. Because people just, why? In what reality you do that? That's disgusting. Yeah, this generation, I swear.
Okay, so first of all, why is there blood-covered stuff in the bathroom? I can only assume that you have shit-covered diarrhea in your bathroom and you decide not to clean it. Second of all, how are you a nurse and you have a shitty then again, people who do clean also, when they get home, they have the most filthiest homes because they don't feel like cleaning. But that's not an excuse. You have 4 kids, you fucking dickheads. Third of all, why? I just want to know how can you live in a house that has rats and flies and scabies and the things. I don't understand what you're trying to do here, and I am appalled. I am disturbed because this is not okay. This is just not okay. I don't know how many times can I say on a podcast this is not okay.
It is now fucking case.
It's on the same level as adults fucking children. And I don't think there's anything that could come close to fucking children that is bad, but this is bad. But I think of this as somewhat a positive.
Sorry, people, that's my brother back right here. That's my brother. You got hearing him.
Yeah, his more successful and funnier brother.
We're doing a podcast, me and Bash.
So here's the thing. I only take solace to know that the father wasn't raping the kids. That's the only good thing that comes out of this whole thing, because
cool.
it could have been there. It could have gone there, and it wouldn't have been fun. This whole thing isn't fun. Is this fun for you, Flame? No, I don't think it's fun for you. Yeah. So, anyway, we're gonna move on. And I found a really good news story while Flame was talking. So now we have, well, technically 11, but we already finished one, so we're back to 10. Anyway, ready for the second one? It is an exclusive piece on the Daily News of New York liberal bullshit. Second sexual assault victim at Brooklyn school says education officials failed to keep students safe. Well, imagine my shock.
Right.
Joseph fucking Watkins right there. Okay. A second victim of who was sexually assaulted at a troubled Brooklyn high school was swept forward to blame city education department officials for failing to keep students safe. Teachers Pepperberry High School grabbed headlines this month for a lawsuit over this punishment of a girl who was gang raped there in 2015. Oh, that's the thing that... Okay, so we're gonna read the prologue after this. With an IQ of 71, are you what? How can you be that fucking stupid? Okay, well, we'll figure it out. We figure it out as we're going along. Mm-hmm. The girl was suspended by school officials after she reported the incident. Okay, why are you... my words are losing me because I live in a city with a bunch of fucking assholes, prompting a federal civil rights complaint and suit against the city. When Daily News broke the story of that suit on January 11, a woman who was assaulted by teachers prep in 2010, she was 14, read the article after she saw the post on social media. The stunned woman has just one question. How could they let this happen again? I could give you a couple of fucking reasons how this can happen again, but we'll wait till I finish this. I felt so sorry for that girl and the story, said the victim in 2010 case, whose family received $500,000. What? I need to get rape out in here. From the city in 2015 settlement over the attack. The school wasn't safe for me, and it wasn't safe for her, said the woman, who is now 21 and suffers from post-traumatic stress disorder. I do not think that the school is safe for anyone. Yeah. I don't think it should even be open. The victim of 2010 sexual assault, and those names is being withheld by the news, was sodomized by teachers prepped. Oh, so she got fucked in the ass. I guess now, I bet you now she doesn't want to do anal if she thinks about it. Her attacker was another student who was 18 at the time. He was arrested and pled guilty for multiple crimes related to the incident. But 8 years later, the victim's mother, Yolanda Tyler, said her daughter is still recovering. This is fucking long. I'm not reading the rest of it. Basically, they're talking about how the school's shit. That's it. That's basically it. And there's a picture of the school here. And I've been near the school, and I'm never going there now. Good. Okay, so before we read the prologue, let's talk about this. I'm going to go first because I have more to say than you because I don't have the IQ of a mashed potato. This is why I hate school. I hate people. Well, not all people, but some people. I hate a lot of fucking people. And this is one of the main reasons why I hate a lot of people. Why? This is what I've been saying forever. People and these fucking people in the schools be like, oh, we want this place to be a safe environment for you. We want this to be like a family. We're all family, aren't we? Even though we live in a city with a bunch of cuck assholes who dress up like Spider-Man and start robbing niggas with their dicks. It's not funny, it's not gay, and it's not hilarious. Oh, hilarious and original. No, this is not what we're talking about here. We're talking about girls who get fucked in the ass and girls who get gang raped by a bunch of kids who can't get their dick wet for fucking legal reasons. It's the thing that I don't get is why do you suspend the bitch who got raped? You're not smart. You are not smart. You have the lack of IQ. You have a lower IQ than that girl and she's fucking dumb. Are you not a sound human being? Aren't you not an adult? Aren't you supposed to protect the kids? Why are the kids getting raped by other kids? Not as bad as adults raping kids, but it's still just as bad because it's someone getting forcefully penetrated in their mouth, eyes, ears, heads, toes, knees, whatever you want to do. And I keep doing this because of entertainment and comedy purposes.
Okay, damn, baby, you about to die, bro? Damn.
Nevertheless, Flame, any thoughts about this gay and rape?
My question is, like, why the fuck she got suspended, even though she got her cheek smashed? Why? So
I think that's the wrong terminology, Flame. Don't you mean her ass got clasped by a bunch of Tinder niggers?
That's what I'm saying. Why she got suspended? She wanna got her shit fucking ran. Why?
Because people are dumb. That's what I want to know. But we're gonna read the prologue now. You ready? I'm gonna read the title. Fuck yourself. Brooklyn school punished intellectually disabled girl who was gang raped by students and tried to keeping it a secret. Lawsuit. When a intellectually disabled school, I was about to say school. Well, this is an intellectually disabled school. I'm not fucking wrong. Reported that she was the victim of a on-campus gang rape. On-campus a gang rape. Don't you mean an on-campus gang rape, you fucking idiots? CD Education Department officials responded by suspending the accuser from school and sweeping the case under the rug. A federal lawsuit charges a girl who wants to be named has an IQ of just 71 and possesses an unblemished disciplinary record when she was coerced in the stairway at troubled school penitentiary high school in Brooklyn and forced to perform sexual acts on a group of male students, according to the suit. But instead of properly punishing her assailants, the school officials suspended the girl for engaging in sexual activity in school, the suit said. This happened... Is this going to be long? This is fucking long. Okay, I'll read a little bit of it and then... Because I'm not reading this shit all the time. I'm not reading all this. I don't have the IQ long enough to fucking read this whole thing without fucking up too many times. And it happened despite the fact one of her attackers was later arrested by police, the girl's attorney said. My client is a 15-year-old girl of color on public... That doesn't matter. She got raped. It doesn't matter if you're black or white. Rape is rape. Fuck you. On public assistance with a servant's development disorder who was gang raped by her Brooklyn school and then suspended for it, said Carrie Goldberg, and prominent attorney who's enlightening the case. According to the suit, the girl was walking through the school hallways to see a teacher. You're fucking good at writing, aren't you, dickheads? On February 5th, 2016. So this was like over a year ago. One of the students grabbed the girl by the arms and pulled her into the unmonitored stairway where teens pushed her on her knees and forced her to perform sexual acts on two of them. Basically what it's saying is that she was traumatized, she got suspended, and now doing all this shit, blah, blah, blah. I'm not reading this whole thing because I don't have the intelligence enough to blah. Anyway, so, what I don't understand, again, are you fucking dumb? I didn't read the rest of it because I don't feel like doing that to save time, but I kind of get why it's not a good reason. I should say that now, but I kind of get the gist why. Because if you would have reported this, she could have still sued, and you could have lost your job. But not only did you sweep it under the rug and suspend her, and now she's suing, now you're losing your job, you dumbass. Are you proud of yourself? In the words of a great fat man, congratulations, you played yourself. And that's how this school does. It played itself to the bitter end. And hopefully, those kids who did that to that girl goes to jail and they meet someone like Tyrese from Friday After Next and get their cheeks smashed in the fucking bathrooms. While they're taking a piss, they get bent over and showed how real fucking rape is done.
Ouch.
And trust me, it won't be kind, it won't be funny, because you know what he's going to use for lubrication? Toothpaste. And that's going to burn your booty hole even more.
Motherfucker have fucking mid-ass.
Exactly. We'll make sure that asshole is gingivitis free. Any thoughts?
My question is, who the fuck are hiring these people that work at these fucking schools? Who are hiring them? That's my
When
question.
you let black people control shit, it's only a matter of time before it gets fucked up. And that's not racist to say, because it's the same thing as if you let anyone who is predominantly in that race in that school, it's not gonna end well. All white school, something bad's gonna happen. Your friends are all dead. Columbine reference. Let black people do it, you're gonna get raped. Like this situation. You let Mexicans do it, like they're probably just gonna sell oranges. I don't know, tangerines, mangoes. Who knows? And the point is, I'm trying to make that you shouldn't have a school all fucking black, all fucking white, all fucking Hispanics, all fucking Latino, Latino, and all that. Even if that is English or Spanish, I don't care. That was a part of the joke. Go with it, cunts. So I hope people get fired. I hope people get raped in jail. I hope people get their cheeks smacked so hard that they start bleeding for the anus, and then I hope they get their anus bleeded, and then they wipe it on the walls of that other fucking place we just talked about.
Oh yeah.
Anyway, moving on from this catastrophe we call a fucking reality. We got another one. Stripper punched man, knocked his front tooth.
Damn.
Before I read this, what's probably gonna say is the nigga tried to grope her ass. She didn't want any of that, so she punched him in the fucking mouth.
Damn, so she hit that motherfucker with the sure you can.
Okay, ready? A self-employed chief is suing a New York City strip called Claw. I'm doing good today. Knocking out one of his front. I skipped a lot. Allegedly, that a stripper knocked one of his front teeth after calling her a bad mother. David Jewish Thing lawyer said that he visited Larry Flynt's Hustle Club in 2015 and says he was having a conversation with an exotic dancer who mentions her family had trouble with police. Cupper says he told her, "It sounds like you are a bad mother," and she punched him in the face, knocking his left front tooth. Kepler said his tooth was later found by the club manager. A lawsuit said management promised to pay Kepler dental work, but allegedly they neglect. A manager at Hustle Club denied to comment. Kepler is seeking nearly $1 million in damages. I thought there was going to be longer than this. So basically the bitch punched him in the face because he was talking shit, and now he's getting sued. So probably what happened is that bitch got fired, and now she's on her ass actually sucking dick instead of showing her ass. And he's probably going to get, like, not even $1 million, probably, like, a quarter, like 3/4 of that, maybe half. I don't see him getting $1 million. But he's right. He's unjust to trying to pursuing because, I don't care what any fucking girl says. If someone's talking shit to you, you don't punch them. I don't care if you're a woman, you punch a guy. Because if a girl punch me in the face, guess what? I'm punching them back. I don't give a fuck. I do things in self-defense, homeboy, and nothing's gonna change that. Because here's the thing. The one thing I fucking hate about this world, this lifetime that we all live in, is that besides the fact that women think that they're just hot shit nowadays and think that men are just basically all rapists who jerk their dick in front of women. Louis C.K. reference over here. I'm relevant. I'm topical. Give me a fucking medal. I don't think that I don't really think that anyone should be hitting anyone for words because that makes you look like a bitch anyway. But no reference at all to what I was trying to say. But it's just awful. It's just awful. Like even the real version of me would think this is terrible, and it is terrible because it's not cool. But whatever. It doesn't matter. Any thoughts?
I gotta say this, like, why the fuck you talking to do in the first place? That's not your fucking job. Your job is to shake your ass, choke on the dick one time, and go.
They don't choke on dick unless they're in the back room.
I'm just saying, what I'm trying to say. Just shake your ass.
I'm just trying to correct you, sir, because you do not know your proper strip club etiquette.
You can't fucking read. You can read fucking articles. Shut the hell up. oh my god, I'm done. Damn, you about to die, bro?
Probably.
So I thought, man, she's fucking up.
Are you ready for this one? Because this one's really cool.
Yeah.
Man who dressed as a woman and robbed Queens Pharmacy caught by police with 35 grand worth of prescription medication.
Oh Lord. Please tell me he ain't black. He ain't black. Please tell me.
If this is in Jamaica Queens Center and New York City, what the fuck do you think, Flame?
Oh, damn it.
Black people keep fucking up in New York. I have no idea what to tell you, man. Anyway, let's read this, and this shit's fucking long. Of course it is. Not as long as my fucking dick size, because I am a black man, and we all got the 20 inches up in this bitch. Isn't that right, Flame? Our dicks are so big that it can't even fit inside our girls' mouths.
What the hell?
He dressed as a woman, but didn't change his travel habits, giving police the break they needed to bust a gunman who ripped off the same Queens Pharmacy twice and made off with about $35,000 in prescription medication. Authorities said Monday. This nigga's name, 27, was arrested Friday at Jamaican Station by officers who had been looking for him there because it was a station cop said he's regularly entered using a student MetroCard that he was not authorized to have. You're a fucking idiot. Okay, when he was nabbed, he was packing a loaded .38 go fuck yourself caliber handgun and about 138 oxycontin pills, according to court papers. The gun, he told police, was the same one he used to pull the robberies, according to the court papers. The person who lived in the she-male who lived in Jamaica was arraigned Saturday in Brooklyn federal court, where his case was prosecuted. He was ordered held without bail. He was accused of ripping off a alley farmers market or pharmacy on Hillside Avenue in Jamaica on December 9th and January 18th. The 84-year-old owner said the suspect has been there before as a legitimate customer, and thus he probably knew the layout of the place. The first robbery was so long. The owner said that he was alone when Shaw came into wearing a lady's wig, but still showing his mustache. You're fucking. At gunpoint, the owner was told to hand over the cash and all the Oxycontin and pull. I'm not even going to send it for you to pronounce, Flame, because you're not pronouncing this shit. At the store, he told me to fill up his bag. The owner said, asking that his name not to be published. I did, and then I told him. Okay, leave. As the thief ran off with the drugs and $3,600, the owner gave chase. He didn't catch the suspect, but he gave police details about where the victim headed. The victim headed, and the police found the wig and sunglasses at the entrance of the F train station. This is so fucking long. Okay, I'm not reading the rest of this. I don't give a shit who gets angry at me. He stole again. He stole another $300 and some more stuff. Blah, 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 blah. His lawyer couldn't be reached for comment. Fuck yourself. So basically a dumbass who wore a wig to rob a place like a fucking retard. Who couldn't even fucking put on a pound of makeup and shave off that crusty ass thing he called a mustache to even be close to being a she-male to rob someone. Are you fucking... Why are these fucking people so fucking stupid? Do I live in a city filled with idiots? Actually, don't answer that question, Flame, because I already know the answer. It's goddamn yes. And I'm not going to be a part of it. I'm not going to become an idiot like these people. I'm going to be a mature man, and I'm going to do the right thing. Because I am not a fucking retard, unlike most of these fuckers out here. So, yeah, that's all I have to say about that.
All I gotta say is, so like, this is what we do now. So we just wearing wigs and robbing people now and dresses now. This is what we do.
I mean, he wasn't wearing a dress because it's fucking December.
I'm just saying, like, this is what we do now.
Yeah, that's what's hot in the streets right now, Flame. Okay, we're 35 minutes into the podcast. We're gonna take a small break from reading news articles, because now we're gonna go into the part that I talked about in the beginning. So, Flame, tell the lovely people at home jerking off, or having sex with their body pillows, or at home actually being a normal outcast and actually listening to us on the podcast here for Valentine's Day, because they're a lonely fat sack of shit who won't even get a fucking hand job from their mother. Tell the people what happened to you with your past relationship, and I will not spoil anything, even though I love spoiling stuff. So
I tell you, what I'm gonna say is,
go ahead.
Long ass story. We want the long version or short version.
I want the in between version.
Okay. My ex girlfriend, y'all know. I told Baz, like, I met my ex in high school. We was dating for like, well, it could get years. Come to find out, she was talking to my best friend. I hope he fucking drowned.
His best friend at the time, not his best friend now, because that would be stupid to still be best friends with someone who had sex with your girl. Did he have sex, or did he was just talking? I'm not.
He's mad. Yeah, he's not my girl. He'll flirt my girl. He fucked her.
And just to reassure you guys, his friend smashed, not him. So keep that in mind. Continue on with the story.
So anyway, so I found out that my ex and my former best friend it was talking to her. I got pissed off.
It was getting dynamite. Oh, okay, seriously.
So anyway, so when I found out, I was very devastated. I think when she told me, I think when we broke up, no, I think she broke up with me. I was crying. I don't give a fuck nobody. So I kissed my ass. Like I was crying.
I got emotions, damn it.
I lie, man. I was very devastated because I actually saw her as wifey, as a wife. I wanted to marry her, but
nigga, I seen the pictures. That bitch does not look wife material. She looks like a horse material, my nigga. And yes, I am black enough to go there. Dude, she looked like if someone gave a horse, if someone made a horse a human being, that's what that bitch looked like, dude. And that's not me saying that because she what the shit she did to you. That's how she actually looked like. If I could post a picture of her on the podcast, I would. But then I would get in trouble for sexual harassment somehow, even though I've never touched this girl because she probably has a fucking dick and balls. So, yeah.
So long story short, like I said, the fuck the part is like I helped her get a PS4 and helped her out. Because she needed some money, so I asked her, go your sister's house in Hawaii, because her sister live in Hawaii. I think her sister like in the military. I told her, no, go Hawaii, get that money. And long story short, I got fucked over. She fucked me over. She took my PS4. Well, the PS4 I got her, I helped her get. She pretty much did me fucking dirty.
She took the PlayStation 4. She took the dick of his best friend, and then she went on to win that cattle race and win the big bucks with her horse having ass. That's basically what happened. And I make fun of him for it every fucking... not every day, but pretty much every other week I get the chance, I make fun of this guy for it. Not because I'm a bad best friend. Best believe he knows I'm joking. He knows that I'm not actually saying that he's a fucking idiot. But Flame, you're a fucking idiot. So, it's not that I don't like the guy. We're basically the bestest of friends here, right? Yeah. But I still don't understand how you could let that type of stuff happen, Maybe he was pussy whipped. I don't know. He hasn't got his dick yet from a vagina, so how would I know?
Hold on. I ain't pussy whipped.
Are you sure about that? Because you would have got them cheeks already, my friend, and not your friend.
Hey, I'm not pussy whipped. Hey, when I was dating, I thought I was beating the old good fucking guy because I never cheated on my ex. I never cheated.
It doesn't matter if you don't cheat on your ex. Girls don't care. If you're a little bitch boy, they will cheat on your dumb ass. And it seemed to me, Flame, you was being a bitch boy. And that's perfectly fine. We need bitch boys like you to make me look better.
First of all, I ain't no fucking bitch boy. I ain't no bitch.
John Cena meme. Post edit. Are you sure about that?
Shut the fuck up.
Okay.
Long story short, yeah, like I said, come to find out, no, he get juicy. He get juicy. Come to find out, I called her long ago. No, I don't give a fuck. Come to find out, like she said she had an abortion because the dude got pregnant and she had an abortion. Come to find out, she lied about it. She was lying the whole fucking time. So this bitch.
Oh! She said she got no nipples. Okay, that was way too much. That was way too much. Okay, I literally got up from my chair and put my headphones down just to do that joke.
So anyway, y'all. So come to find out, when I talked to her again, I think.
Why the fuck would you talk to her again? You fucking.
I don't know.
You fucking.
I ain't gonna lie. Me and her tried to be friends benefit. The shit didn't fucking work.
Friends with.
We tried it. Don't judge me. Bass, don't judge me.
I'll wait till you finish the story and then I'll make up my mind about judging you or not.
So we tried to friend benefit. It didn't fucking work. We tried dating again. Come to find out, like, I think somebody told her that I was talking shit about her, about my punk ass fucking former friend. I told her I didn't say nothing, and then she broke up. And then here I found out when I found out that like she a piece of shit. She never fucking threatened me. She said, "Oh, I found where you live." I said, "What, bitch? Like, bitch, I will fucking end you. Don't play with me." And she knows how I am. Bitch, don't ever fucking threaten me. So like I said, I told her, "No, what? Fuck you." I did the whole thing. Fuck you. Go drown the pool of acid. You're dead. Go drown. Hope you and that dude fucking drown the pool of acid. You'll not be missed. So, yeah.
Flame, I'm judging you.
Here's the thing, y'all. I'm gonna do it right now.
I'm gonna go through everything that transpired through the story and tell you why this whole thing got fucked from the beginning. One, you're just like me. You're too much of a nice guy, right? Which is fine. Yeah. That's perfectly applicable, But that doesn't work for most ladies. Okay. Two, you introduce your best friend to your girlfriend, and if you know anything about your best friend, you would know that he's kind of a piece of shit. So,
I already know, but like,
two, why the fuck would you buy her a PlayStation 4? I don't care how much you're in your feelings. Get the bitch a ring. Get the bitch a fucking flower. Give that bitch fucking chlamydia. I do not care. You don't give her a fucking system of the games that you play on with the fucking PS4. That's way too much, dude. That's way too much money for a person that you're probably never gonna see again because we're all going to die. Fourth of all, how did you not fucking get in those cheeks before this ever fucking ended, bruh? This is me talking black because apparently you had to talk like you're in a 90s movie. Point straight fact. You fucked up through that entire situation. And you learn from mistakes. Mistakes, yeah, that's a word. You learn from your mistakes. And that's perfectly fine. But when you fuck up this bad, that's why I call Flame the cuck boy. Because that's what he is. He's the cuck boy. Okay? And that's why we all, in my main group of friends, make fun of him. Because he's the cuck boy in our group. But Flame, just to make you feel better, I have a story of my own that I'm going to share here today.
I had to say something to the people. Like, to people, like, if y'all don't know, my ex does have a YouTube channel. I will leak her channel, but I ain't gonna do that.
No. Don't do that. Don't do that.
Like I said,
don't do it. Flame, don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it, Flame.
I could have.
Don't do it.
If I was a truly asshole, I could have leaked her fucking channel.
Give me the link. Give me the link now. After this podcast, give me the link, Flame. Give it to me. Give it to me.
No, but seriously.
No, bad, not bad. I don't want you doing it. Bad. You want my subscribers? Don't do it. I don't want you to do it.
Well, you don't want to go on her channel and make her want to kill herself.
Don't do it bad.
I'll go to the Outcast real fast.
All my subscribers, if you're watching this, don't do it to all my subscribers. I'm
not gonna link her channel. I just want to go on the channel itself so I can make fun of her in private.
Because I don't know if she'll fuck around and see this shit. She'll fuck around.
She can see this shit. She can't do anything to me. Because if she wants to come down to New York, we can exchange words. And then I can fuck that horse mouth there. I have no problem getting my dick wet over a horse. I don't give a shit. I need the sex because I'm 17, so I don't give a fuck. This is like a rap song right here I'm trying to do. But we're going to go on with my story, which is not as bad as Flame's, but I would say it's semi-bad, a little bit worse because of the outcome that happened. So, are everybody ready? Get your milk, get your cookies, let your grandpa sit on your grandpa's lap and feel his penis press against you. It's time for a quick story time, me boys. Okay.
that grandpa part, I'm done.
Okay.
No.
By the way, this is not the worst thing I've ever said, so go fuck yourselves. Okay, so back when when my balls haven't even dropped yet at 13 years old. Actually, that's a damn lie. But when I was 13 years old, when I was little old me, I dated a girl who was like, I think a little bit younger than me. She was in the 6th grade. I was in the 7th. And we met in, what's it called? It's not Goodwill. It's an after school program that they have in New York for middle school and like 5th grade to 8th grade. I'll probably, if someone knows what I'm talking about, leave it in the comments. But so I met her, right? She was not that bad looking. Like, she was alright. She was Puerto Rican and stuff. And for a 12-year-old, or she might have been my age and got left back. I don't know. But for a young girl, she had some tiggo bitties. They were big. They were. So I dated this girl for like, we was friends. We was hanging out, and she liked me. And that's like one of the only times, like, I think I only had like 3 girls ever say that they liked me and like tried to, and like, wanted to date me instead of the opposite. Unlike Flame, I actually had female admirers back when I was younger. But
again with the shots, okay, I got you.
I mean, it's not really shots. I'm just joking here. It's all for
I'm joking.
I'm playing a character all the time when I'm I'm recording. And I'm calm, Flame. What do you want me not to be fucking calm? No.
Bad. Just finish the story. Just finish.
So right, we was dating for like, I think like 2-3 months or whatever. And side note, this has nothing to do with the story, but every time we kissed, she had her eyes open, which was weird because I would make out with her on the bus, not the school bus, the regular bus. When I would take her home. And when I opened my eyes, she had like fish eyes and shit. And I was like, I got freaked out every time, and it was weird. So we broke up because we was making out in the after school thing, and we got caught and stuff. So, I mean, we didn't get in trouble by our parents, but like they didn't like it, and we got in trouble. And she broke up with me because of that. Damn. So then this is when we get to the juiciness, boyos. And not as juicy as a prepubescent 14-year-old who's been touched by Kevin Spacey. We not talking about that, good boys. We're talking about something way, way, way worse. So, couple days later, right? I didn't find this out until like weeks later. But I find out that a day or two after. And remember, she's like 12 or 13, right? So just remember that part. Remember that for me, okay, Flame? So I find out that she had sex with a 17-year-old in high school, and he fucked with no condom. And guess what?
Pregnant.
You couldn't be on the nose as much as a dog would be in the nose of a fucking pedophile's asshole. Yes, you are correct. She got pregnant from this guy because he didn't decide to put a rubber in. And besides the fact that he didn't put a rubber on, he fucked a 13-year-old. Or 12, or even worse, a 12-year-old.
Damn, is that fucking bad?
Yeah. You heard that silence? That's the silence of everyone collectively throwing up into a bag of manure and sending it to this guy's family. Because that's fucking nasty. But anyway, so she got pregnant and whatnot. And then she wanted to get back together with me. And being a 13-year-old idiot, I was like, yeah, sure. And then I found out about this because some people told me. I went to her and then she told me. And she tried to make me the dad. And she wanted me to fill her stomach or whatnot. But at this point, I didn't necessarily like her anymore, and I thought she was a cunt because, and you'll find out later. So I only dated her for like a couple of days, and this is how immature I was. So I dated her for like 3 days, right? And then I was like, okay, I don't want to do this anymore. So I ran into her friend, her best friend, and like I was still cool with her after the fact. Like we used to like still hang out, but she never like thought. So I was I was like, hey, can you tell her that I'm breaking up with her because I can't really be doing this. I don't really want to date a girl who's pregnant at 13. Like, that's not my thing. And also, I never got to smash. Well, I didn't say that, but I was like, me thinking that I would have probably said if I had my mentality, I'd be like, I didn't get in there, so I don't see any point of trying to claim stake to something that already got entered by a 17-year-old in high school. Are you fucking joking? So so I tell her that. Couple hours later, I think a couple periods later, I think it's like lunchtime for me, or I had a class and I was going to the bathroom, and she sees me from down the hall, right?
Mm-hmm.
Let me tell you what happens.
What happened?
She fucking looked at me, eyeball open. She looked mad. She started to walk very fast, and then she ran after me. And then I just sprinted all the way upstairs, and I lost her. Cause like my school was big, but like it's not big, but like it was big enough to where like I can cut corners and shit and like get away from her. And she was yelling at me and shit and whatnot. So after that, then a couple of days, like a day or two later, she told everyone that I was the one who was the father, and that I got her pregnant and stuff. Right now. This is how much of a loser I am, and still am right now. Most people didn't believe her, right? Like, they laughed it off, and then people came up to me, they was like, oh, did you get her, did you actually, like, get her? I was like, and I told people who asked, I was like, dude, you know who I am. Do I look like the type of person that gets sex, or even girls, for that matter? And people were like, yeah, that's why I was skeptic to even ask you, because I knew it was kind of bullshit. And everyone already knew the full story anyway. So she tried to tell people that, and also I was like, I have never seen a vagina before. How would I even know what to do in there? You know what I mean?
That is true. Like, young as hell.
So anyway, that's my little story. And if you want to follow up to that, she doesn't have the baby. She got an abortion. So yeah, that's basically my thing. It was bad, but not as bad as getting your PlayStation stolen and your girlfriend's cheeks clapped from your best friend. At least that's not that bad.
Yeah, it's not. It's fucked up, but my shit is more fucked.
Yeah. And we literally was talking about stories for like 20 minutes. We're almost at the hour mark, and we still got 5-6 more stories to go through.
But in great news, guys.
What?
In great news, I got my own PS4 and I'm working now, so fuck her.
She's probably sucking dicks and turning tricks for a good buck. Anyway, we're going to read these last news stories, stick around for like 5 minutes, and then that's the end of the podcast. And this is not going up the week that it's being recorded. It's going up next week because it's a Valentine's Day special, home dog. So, yeah. Anyway, going on with the news story here. Nude Queens man found dead in bed with a crack pipe.
Damn.
Let's read this. And it's not long. Yay. It's simple and to the point. And since he's dead, I don't care about telling you his name. A naked man was found dead in the bed with a crack pipe like it was a fucking crack pipe. Yeah, I'm trying to rap now like a fuck. Nah, let me stop. At his Queens home Sunday. On the Lord's Day, where all you religious fucks, go to church and want God to fill you with his love. Police found Kevin Doggin, 52, with a wound to the back of his head around 5:30 p.m. after a 911 call was called from his apartment at 71 Avenue. Yeah, that's actually not that far from where my grandma lives. Actually, no, never mind, that is far. Near whatever words that your streets are named after because you're fucking retarded. And whatever fucking thing, according to the cops. The nature of the head trauma was not immediately known. The medical examiner's office will determine a cause of death. So this is not a complete story, but I just want to talk about it because the title got to me. If this is what I'm assuming it could be, where like he was smoking crack and then like he was wigging out and then like he like busted his head open, and then he like thought it was nothing and then called the 911 and then died trying to sleep it off or some shit or whatever. That's pretty goddamn funny to me. I don't know why. I'm too fucked and they had to actually be a proper member of society, yet you people let me make videos and do all this other shit, so you know, it's up to you. Any thoughts there, Flamey boy?
Man, I gotta fucking suck. Like you came to the world naked, and now you're leaving the world fucking naked. That sucks.
I mean, you don't necessarily come out naked. You have fluids and stuff all over your body that covers your wee wee, or before your wee wee grows. So.
But damn, but some tell me like the dude probably overdosed and hit his head. Probably. That's I'm thinking.
All right, next one. Okay, good. These ones aren't long.
All right.
Bronx perv follows girl 11 years old into elevator, fondles himself in front of her. I swear, every time I do this podcast, there is not one story I can't find of a fucking dude trying to molest, rape, fucking do child whatever to kids. Why are people trying to fuck kids? I want to know this. Because if I can find a way to get the hot teacher at my school to fuck me, I will do it in a goddamn heart. No, I'm just joking. No one take me seriously. I'm in character.
At a certain time, I was that man like, where the fuck you find you where I was little? Where the fuck you teacher was at when I was in fucking school? Don't you didn't get me off me no
Flame,
ass.
we're both ugly, so you know.
Yeah, that's true.
So let's read this thing. A man followed a young Bronx girl into her apartment building and touched himself in front of her. Surveillance video released by... I'm not watching that shit. Creep believed to be in his 20s was caught in camera trailing after the 11-year-old child as she went to the elevator in Rogers. Once inside, the perv stuck his hand down his pants and fought himself. The shocked girl exited on her floor while the man stayed behind, authorities said. He's seen his video wearing glasses and Crime Stoppers. What is wrong with these fucking people? Can you not get your dick wet to like porn? Yeah. Do you have to go after the little kids? Their vaginas haven't fully developed yet. They can't even have periods. What is wrong with you people?
I don't... Why?
Why are you allowed to live? That's what I want to know.
My question is like, the struggle's that fucking bad? They got smashed kids now? The struggle's that bad?
Hold up. I'm going to do something here. This is a special thing. I'm going to have a special little guest here that's going to pop in to give her opinion on all this as I can hear her in the kitchen. Mom! Yeah. Can you come here for a second? Hold on. This is a special occasion here. So right now I'm doing my podcast with my friend here. We're reading news articles.
Hey, Mom.
My friend said, "Hey, Mom."
Hello.
So here's the news article. I want to get your opinion on this. Everyone say hi to Mama Bash. It says, Bronx perv follows girl 11 years old into elevator and fondles himself in front of her. And what he did was he followed the girl into her apartment building, went to the elevator with her, fondled, like he put his hand down his pants, and then she left and he stayed behind. And it was
I would have kicked him right in his dick. I would have busted his nuts.
So that's all you have to say about that.
Nothing else. I would have busted his fucking nut. He would have had no nuts and no dick.
Thanks for your input, Mom.
The way she said, bro, yo, she OG for that.
And that's Mom Bat. That's Mama Bash, everybody.
The way she said it killed me. The way she said.
Thanks, Mom. Okay, so we got this one here that I wanted to talk about for a while now, but I didn't have the proper time to make a video. I didn't want to make a video on it, so I'm gonna do it on the podcast. If you don't guys remember the guy who got killed after some dickhead called in a raid because of over a video game thing? Remember that? That's a new story here. I'm not gonna really read too much of this because this shit's probably gonna be long as hell. Yeah, it's fucking long. And then they're gonna go into this thing of, oh, why is it bad for SWAT? We all know why swatting's bad. You don't have to bring it up like a fucking retard. So I'm just gonna go through. I just wanted to bring it up and talk about it. Besides the fact that it's stupid and people who SWAT should seriously consider cutting their dicks and vaginas off so they cannot reproduce children. And there's a thing there's a video that's playing and I can't turn it off. I don't want them to hear that, you fucking dickhead. So,
YouTube copyright that shit.
No, not YouTube. It was on CNN, the website I was on, that I was going to the next article while talking about the other one. People who SWAT, they're just assholes. I don't have any. That's why I don't like streaming too much. That's why and that's not the reason why I wouldn't stream on. That's why I don't stream on Twitch anymore. But that's the reason why I don't stream in general, because I do not want to get fucking swatted by a bunch of idiots. And also, there's been enough swattings for people. Wouldn't people like not come in with guns and shit and try to scope out this situation first? Like, there's been so many swattings that I would assume that the people who do swattings, like not the people who call them in, like the guys who go in and break in the door and whatnot, I would assume that they would learn by now that some of these are bullshit by what it sounds like. Like, I don't think you take a 13-year-old boy seriously when he says that there's a bomb at this location, you know what I mean? But hey, that's what happens when you don't fully develop your brain and then you become a fucking disabled child and then you get raped in a corridor like that other girl. But we're gonna talk about this. Ambulance refused to transport Cleveland man shot 16 times.
Why?
Well, I'm gonna read it and you'll know why, you fucking dummy. Some like I said, like he doesn't even insult me. He's like, I'm sorry. Like he's just like, oh, my bad. So he's like, imagine being shot multiple times, getting first aid from police, but then not having an ambulance willingly take you to the hospital as you slowly bleed out in your snowy street. That nightmare scenario was a Cleveland area man's what kind of fucking wording is this? A man's reality earlier this month. Ronald Newberry, 22, that's young as hell, was, and I say that as a 17-year-old, which is even more funny, was shot 16 times on January 14 as he was pulling out of his driveway. According to the Cleveland, I fucking got messed up here. According to the Cleveland Division of Police Department, he managed to drive about a quarter mile down the street before stopping and ended up just outside the Cleveland city limits in suburban of Ohio. Police found Newberry and gave CPR while they waited for an ambulance, which never came. A body cam video of the accident, police was heard talking about getting an ambulance, but they ran into a problem. All ambulance, other fluent emergency and medical services were all tied up with other calls, so they needed to wait for an ambulance from a city farther away. The Cleveland EMS refused to send an ambulance because the man, although he was shot in the city, drew to... What? Our EMTs, I'm just going to say that, I don't care if it's wrong, won't come. So one of the Cleveland officers in the video, they won't come because it's in your city, even though it's our victim, they won't come. All the while, Newberry pleaded with the officers for help. Please take me to the hospital, said the video. Please, I'm getting lightheaded, I can't breathe. The officers from the Cleveland department then put the man in the back of the Cleveland and took him to the hospital, a 2-minute ride away. And suffered multiple wounds in his chest, shoulders, knees, heads, shoulders, knees and toes. Sorry. He was later flown by helicopter to Metro's hospital in Cleveland for further treatment. His girlfriend, who didn't want to be named, told CNN that Newberry survived the shooting and was released from the hospital last weekend. A spokesperson of the city of Cleveland told CNN in a statement that the case is under review. Blah, 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 blah. So, yeah, that's pretty much it. I don't care what regulations people... I don't get the regulations shit. If someone needs help and is dying, it shouldn't prevent you from going to help that person, regardless if they're not in that specific area you need them to be, you fucking assholes. Because I bet you if it was one of your family members, and then that happened to them and they died, how would you feel? You wouldn't like that at all. This is why I'm fucking getting tired of being on this goddamn planet. Because all these fucking people are so dumb that they don't have any common sense. It's fucking... It's annoying to watch and listen to and do this shit sometimes. Like, yeah, I poke fun and shit, but when I read stuff like this, it's not even funny. It's just fucking annoying. That's why I don't watch the news. And then people get mad at me, be like, oh, why don't you watch the news? Are you uneducated? No, because I don't want to hear fucking bad shit 24/7. I don't want to hear propaganda about feminism, about SJWs, about fucking left wing, right wing, God, Buddha, fucking terrorists. I don't want to hear any of that shit. I want to live my life. I don't want to be in constant fear. I don't want to be hating the world, which I already do. And I don't want to fucking, I don't know, jerk off in front of a homeless man's wife. I don't want to do any of that. I want to be me, and I want to live in my own reality. And if it's a little bit skewed, fine, it is. But at least I'm having the time of my life instead of worrying about what's this happening or this happening or what they're trying to portray on the internet and on the social medias and all the goddamn fucking news stations about how women aren't still equal, even though we've been through this for the longest of times. Which, trust me, there's a video coming out for SJWs and feminists real fucking soon. Sorry, YouTube, your bullshit's gonna have to wait for right now. That's a little spoiler, by the way. I didn't want to talk out, but hey, fuck your life. So yeah, that's my little spill on that. What about you?
All I gotta say, the people in that fucking crime scene ain't shit. The ambulance ain't shit. Everybody ain't shit. Like, really? Oh, we want to help you. Bitch, I'm dying. I need fucking a sensor, bitch. Like, I'm about 5 seconds like to meet fucking Jesus. Can I help me? Like, I'm bleeding to death. Oh, but we can't help you. We're on lunch break. Bitch, man, fuck that shit. Come over here and stay my black ass. I'm about to fucking bleed out. Oh, my God, man. This is a lot of people. It just pisses me off. That just kind of pissed me off. It's like, why? But we have other people to help. Man, fuck them people. Come help this dude. This dude's fucking got motherfucker do like goddamn bullet dance. He's bleeding to death. Oh, we can't do that. He's not in our area. Fuck that. Come bring your ass over here.
This man is literally the representation of cheddar cheese right now, filled up with holes, and you refuse to help him. Or Swiss cheese, never mind. But speaking from what you said before, bitches ain't shit but hoes and tricks. Look at these nuts. Okay, no. Okay, we got 2 more here. We're an hour and 7 minutes into the podcast. I'm only bringing up this news article because I want to talk about something else I heard on the news, Brooklyn News 12 a couple of weeks ago, a week or 2 ago. I'm trying to fucking, if this thing would load. If these don't load, then we'll end the podcast here and I'll just talk about the other thing. Because I'm trying to do it, but they're still just loading and they're not coming up. I don't know why. Fucking technical difficulties, so I guess we'll just fucking, are you gonna load or not? Okay, there we go. So we're gonna go through this one, then other thing. Mm-hmm. Student punished after anti-bullying video goes viral. You know, it's I'm not gonna say it now. I'm just gonna read this. A high school student was punished by the school's principal after posting an anti-bullying video on YouTube that went viral. Blankly blank because she's still a live human being. A junior at Liberton High School said that she was motivated to speak out to her classmate, 15-year-old Allie Johnson, committed suicide on October. Johnson's friends told News 4 that she was bullied before she died. I'm quoting here, I've seen problems with bullying not dealt with, and I feel like some things are put aside, she said to News 4. It's not just about Liberton, she said. She explained, it's about everywhere because everywhere does have these problems. Anywhere I can make a difference, I would love to. 5-minute video was posted to YouTube last week and already got more than 500,000 views. Gosford called her peers to respect each other. Okay, that's just, yeah. Recorded the video in the classroom and actually received 2-day in-school suspension after it went viral. So the punishment is not related to her messages, but rather for being in class after hours without permission. Are you fucking? I fucking hate you. Ooh, I'm about to be the outcast for a second. Fuck you in life. Okay, so that's basically it. She got suspended because she was filming after hours in school. That's basically it. Which, in the case, you would have never found that out if she didn't record herself. And you're gonna do it because what? It went viral? I bet you if no one would have known the video, she wouldn't have got suspended for this. See, this is why I fucking hate schools, and that's why I hate their bullshit agenda they always keep posting. That's why I hate my school right now for their bullshit fucking detention rules that they have. I'm not going to go into it because I don't want to get in trouble, even though I could give two nutsacks about it. I do not give a fuck so much that I would give my fuck to a she-male. And I don't fuck she-males, but I would give my fuck. I do not give a fuck. I will give my fuck to a she-male if I have to, because this is starting to piss me off to no belief. And I was pissed off when I got detention today for bullshit reasons. So,
damn.
Yeah. Any thoughts, homeboy?
That is fucked up. So pretty much doing a good thing that probably can like help the fucking school or you get in trouble for that shit. Like really? Who the fuck are hiring these people at these fucking schools? Who are hiring them?
Besides the fact that of the Valentine's Day special, there's also the schools fucking up edition.
Schools is fucking up everywhere. Every school thing in fucking hell. And
last news article for this podcast before we head off into the sunset, never to be seen again because we both died from being too close to the sun. Walmart locks up their Tide Pods. I wonder why. They are bright, they're colorful and bright, and they come with a warning to keep them away from kids. But with this latest craze, some stores are opting to lock up Tide Pods because more and more people have been stealing them. Why the fuck are you stealing Tide Pods, you fucking unnamed piece of shit? The Tide laundry pockets kept behind. This is well, it's not that long, but I'll read the whole thing. Fuck it, this is the last article. Kept behind a thick wall of glass under lock and key. I don't know what people are thinking. Man, that's kind of crazy, you know? It's like comparing it to alcohol. You're fucking right. This extra security is to ward off would-be thieves, according to Walmart spokesperson. It's kind of ridiculous that they had to lock it up. Laundry pods they used to be easy accessible are no more. Let's just explain. I'm not gonna read this. Everybody knows the Tide Child podcast and stuff.
Why?
And oh look, I see a popular news article that says Stock police officer arrested charged with annoying or molesting a child under 18. Life is good, isn't it? Okay,
it's wonderful.
Back to the thing. So basically, I only talk about this because of the fact that everyone knows the Tide Pod challenge is stupid and people have died from it and blah, 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 blah. This is going to segue into a different topic. Some woman on Brooklyn 12 was complaining, some black woman, by the way, so you can take that pretty well, was complaining that a store had their hair products locked up, and she was claiming that it was wrong and that she felt like she was a caged animal or something because hair products were locked up like there were video games and Tide Pods and stuff like that. And she was crying about it like a little pussy bitch. And that pissed me off to no end. You know why? Because if you had a coherent, obvious brain cell in that fucking brain you call a brain, you fucking dipshit, you would know that black women in New York City, the ghetto ones, would steal hair products from stores. So you need to lock that shit up so that you can keep your inventory and so you can sell them without them all getting stolen. Are you that fucking dumb? Are you that fucking brain dead? Is your mind that far gone from the world that you can't understand? And she tried to compare it to being a slave, I think, from what I remember. What? And I'm like, I don't remember it too well. I can probably look it up right now, but I'm too lazy and we're almost at the end, so I don't care. But it just tells me that this world is no longer I don't want to be. Can we go to Mars? Is Mars still a thing we can go to? Because I would gladly take that trip, even if an alien came to fuck me in the mouth and make me give them their babies. I would still go to Mars because I don't want to be here anymore. I don't want to be with a bunch of fucking idiots who cry and bitch and moan about everything. And yes, this is me bitching and moaning about people who are bitching and moaning. But what are you gonna do?
Bitch and moan.
I have so many fucking questions about that fucking bitch that complained about hair product. I have questions.
Why haven't you died yet? Because she was an old woman.
Why? If you about this, I'll tell this bitch. If you stop stealing shit, made it with like motherfucker, like, well, I'm locking the fuck up. Stop stealing shit. Buy this shit. Get a fucking job. Why you got them hair products? Stop stealing people's shit. Because people that work a job get fucking yelled at by their bosses. And that shit costs money to fucking ship in and shit.
I remember I heard about this thing when people, you know how people sometimes skip out from like paying their bill at restaurants and shit.
Mm-hmm.
So what I found out was when people don't pay for their for their meals and stuff, the people who serve them, the guys who serve them, they have to use their money to pay for those people.
Oh, that's bullshit.
Yeah. Which pisses me off.
I feel sorry for my fucking coworkers. I feel sorry for my coworkers.
But yeah, with that being said, that's the end of the podcast on a slightly sour note. This might be the second longest podcast that I've ever did because Wolf was like 27 minutes and this is 16 minutes. Hour and 16. So anyway, we're about to sign off. Any last things you want to say before we end this? Before I get into the outro? Yeah. He's typing something. I don't know what it is yet, but he's typing. He's still typing. He's still typing. It says he stopped typing. You can't hear me? He can't hear me. He can't hear me. But I see my thing still going, so. Hold up, here. I'm gonna leave the call and come back. Hold up. Yo! Yo, can you hear me? Flame! Flame! So you can hear me right now. Wow, this is funny. Hey! Are you fucking serious? Hold up. Yes. Yes, I can. I don't know why, but... This, I don't know, I'm keeping this all in this fucking thing. I'm keeping all this. I'm keeping all of this in the podcast, by the way. I'm not editing any of this out. Because I still want to do my outro.
Alright, I'm gonna check. Hold on.
I know it's not me because my mic is still plugged in and everything.
Okay, my shit's plugged in.
I don't know why he can't hear me, but that was pretty funny in the thing. So, So,
alright, let me see.
So, anything going on with you guys at home? You eat any pancakes or eat any pizza rolls? Have you gotten laid yet? Probably haven't because you're watching my content. Why wouldn't you? Why would you get laid? You watch my content, so I'm not surprised. So you're pretty much losers. But I still love you because you're my outcast. So it's all love.
All right.
It's all love.
We're back.
Can you hear me?
Sorry about that. Yeah, we can hear you. Sorry about that, people.
Anyway, I was just berating my fans. I was like, "Did you guys get laid yet? Probably not because you watched me."
Oh my god.
So we're gonna end this podcast with Flame sounding a bit shitty, but it's fine. We can still hear him perfectly okay. So, any last words before I start going into my outro?
Y'all know the motto. Y'all can follow me on YouTube. You subscribe, or you follow me on Twitch. You can follow me all the things. If Bash put all my links in the description when you edit this, all my links.
Upload this.
Yeah, we upload on Valentine.
Yeah.
And then just join your boy on my journey, please.
Yeah, get him up to 100 subscribers. He's been on 50 for like 1,000 years. Get him there. So anyway, okay, it's time to go for my spill here. Hope you enjoyed the video. Do whatever you need to do to all the buttons. If you want to rape them, if you want to follow them in the elevator, that's perfectly fine. Go ahead. Do whatever you need to do with the buttons. I don't care which buttons you press, as long as you press the red one and the thing that has the thumb thing, I'm perfectly fine. I want to kill myself because I hate plugging that shit. No, I'm not going to say that because I'm not a fucking idiot. Show this to your grandmother, who probably, well, it's 2018, so show this to your grandmother who probably doesn't know how to use a computer, which is sad because, you should have taught her by now. I've been saying it for like 3 years to teach your grandmother how to use a computer. If you haven't taught her, you're a piece of shit and I hate you, but still subscribe to my channel. Because maybe I can make you laugh just like I make everyone else does. Because I'm a comedian, but no, I'm joking. I'm not a comedian. I mean, I could be if I wrote. Next month for the podcast, we're going to have, hopefully, a special friend of mine that I've been friends with for a year, that I've been subscribed to his channel, and I've been on his Discord a little bit. He's from the Britons, the Englishmen. I don't know if he's going to get on. If not, I'll have probably someone else on the podcast. Or I might do a solo one again, like I did for the first 2 episodes. So yeah.
Oh yeah, but I gotta say one thing. I have to say something. And to people that watch on Valentine's Day, have a great suck-ass Valentine's Day.
Shut the fuck up. Shut up with your fucking fake ass, your fake ass positivity. Shut the fuck up, because you know damn well you do not mean that. You know damn well you're just saying that to be nice. Shut up. Because you know you're not getting anything on Valentine's Day.
I know.
If you wonder why I didn't say why I also am not getting anything, it's because I am getting something. So yeah. So nevertheless, for those of you who's watching this on the Valentine's Day, I hope your Valentine's Day goes shitty and a woman throws a drink in your face. Because I am BashTheOutcast. This isn't actually me, so I can say whatever the fuck I want. This is all character, and you're dumb if you keep fucking thinking this is real. So yeah, that's the end of the podcast there. So we're gonna fade into black now. Woo! Actually, before we fade to black, if anyone can still hear this part, at the end of this, I'm going to have a compilation. I might make this a separate video of Flame throughout this podcast saying, "Like I said." So that's gonna be fun to edit after this.
You asshole! Don't do it, Bass. Don't you
We're
do it.
We're fading to black now. No one can hear you. No one can hear you. They can't hear your screams.
Fuck.
And